Well, right behind me, you can see the old as well as the new. The old Parliament building, built in 1927, which means more than 100 years. And that has been one of the grounds where the government has pushed for a Central Vista project, of which the new Parliament building is a part of. The reason which has been cited by the government is security concerns and also safety concerns. You can make out from the structure is very old, and according to the government and experts, it can no longer accommodate the rising aspirations and the rising needs. Now, just to in terms of sheer numbers, over here in Lok Sabha, 543 members can sit. In the Rajya Sabha, 250. In the new Parliament building, 888 in the Lok Sabha, 343 in the Rajya Sabha. Also, in the old one, there's a central hall, which you all must have seen. In the central hall, what happens is joint sessions are held. MPs, ex-MPs come and sit and chat and discuss. Some of us, our journalists, are also managed to enter the central hall. But in the under the Central Vista project, the new Parliament building has a Lok Sabha chamber which can accommodate up to 1,280 MPs, which means the joint sessions can also be held over here. Another important fact is that as far as the new Parliament building is concerned, state-of-the-art technology, the latest technology is used. All facilities which MPs and their staff require will also be used. The old building, in a sense, has, despite repeated maintenance, has been little dilapidated, because when we go inside the old Parliament building, we see chipped walls, breaking down pillars. Obviously, it suffers that wear and tear, and because it's a part of an old heritage, not too much of renovation or changes can be made. Many of the offices are in the basement. There's seepage, which we also get to see there, despite their efforts at maintenance. All of that is being done away inside the new Parliament building. Now, if you look at the new Parliament building, it goes across 65,000 square feet. It's been done at a record time, December 2020, when the Bhumi Pujan was done. And I remember that was boycotted by many of the opposition parties, whose argument is it's a needless expenditure, it's an exercise in vanity, to use the words of the Congress party. If you look at the pictures inside the new Parliament building, it's actually a showcasing of India's rich cultural heritage. You know, you have Madhubani paintings, for example, just to cite a few of them. Actually, on the desks of every member of Parliament, there would be iPads, there would be mics, which of course they're in the old building, but this is more state-of-the-art, and you know, essentially very good services, the seating arrangements which also have been made. I think the larger point which is being made with the new Parliament building is kind throwing over the colonial legacy or colonial heritage. You maintain the heritage, which is where the old Parliament building will be preserved as a museum, heritage museum, to talk about India's freedom movement and a rich past. But the new Parliament building will talk about how India has fought against a colonial hangover, where we become Atmanirbhar, self-reliant, fought for our sake, and thereby stands the tale of the Central Vista project, of which the new Parliament building is a part of. Of course, it's been mired in a lot of controversy and politics, with the opposition parties, particularly the Congress party, decrying the fact that when the government can spend so much of money on other infrastructure projects, why is it being spent on just building a new Parliament building? Very quickly, another line of criticism coming in from the Congress is, you have large number of MPs now being accommodated, 888 in Lok Sabha, which means you're redrawing the constituencies, and it will be done in such a manner which they think will suit only the BJP or the Hindi heartland. But it's a beautiful structure. Many of us have had a chance to take it, look inside those pictures you can see also. So it is going to be a grand inauguration by the Prime Minister to symbolize India's Atmanirbharta or self-reliance.